Hi there, welcome to the video. Um, this isn't the video I thought I was going to make. This isn't the preamble that I thought I was going to put at the start of the video. So what happened? Well, this is a little game called Magicube, which I've been playing for a few weeks. I've completed the first 15 levels, and they're all little one-screen puzzles, the sort of thing I like, but take me quite a long time to finish. So I thought it would be quite nice to film from the moment I opened level 16 all the way through to the moment I finished it, expecting it to take me many, many hours, and there would be struggles along the way, and I would swear blind that it was impossible to complete the level at some points, and then I could sort of take all of that footage, all of those hours of me struggling through up until the point where I finally beat the level, and cut it down into a sort of half-hour video where I could show the highlights of me, falling into despair and then thinking I've had a revelation, and then obviously getting to the end at the last. So I started filming, and it didn't really pan out that way. It was very strange. I went into the level for the first time, filmed myself, and within a very short amount of time, the puzzle seemed to solve itself. So rather than edit out all of my rambling and all of the nonsense I was talking, which at the time I thought wouldn't make it into the final edit, I thought would be just a very sort of fast paced sort of fast forward through to the relevant bits. I thought, why not just upload the entire thing from start to finish, and you'll see uh, how the puzzle basically just sort of solves itself as I'm sort of moving things around and, like, exploring the level for the first time. So yeah, it's not the video I wanted to make, because I thought if I could make a video which takes me many hours to complete a one-screen puzzle, I could give it a wonderful clickbait title, like, old man struggles through a one screen puzzle, it takes him 85 hours, and core blimey, what an idiot. but but that's not the video that fate had in mind for me. So instead, it's going to have a very boring title. Old man completes a level of Magicube. Here's the solution. And yeah, what you're going to see next is just a one take of about 22 minutes, 25 minutes worth of me seeing the puzzle for the first time, talking a lot of nonsense, and then in the end, yeah, the puzzle basically solves itself. And there you go. So yeah, be prepared for yet another introduction, which again I didn't think was even going to make it into the final edit. I was just kind of talking off the cuff, getting into a sort of stream of consciousness to let the kind of, the chaos sort of ensue. But yeah, I guess I'll just upload the whole thing and enjoy. Hi there, welcome to the video. Today I will be torturing myself. Uh, there's no other way to put it. This is Magicube, a fantastic little game which I picked up a few weeks ago. Each level, as you can see, there are a number of levels, only 45 in total, which you would think isn't particularly that many, but each level represents a one-screen puzzle. And as far as I can see from the 15 that I have completed so far, they get progressively more difficult as you go through. Level 15, which is the highest number which I have completed so far, took me far more hours than I am willing to admit in this video. So my plan is to start level 16, which I have not yet seen, and record the entire process of me trying to figure out how to complete it. This could take a long time. If level 15 is anything to go by, there is going to be a lot of head scratching. There is going to be a few moments of despair, probably a few angry moments as well, while I swear blind that it is actually impossible to do the level. And yes, hopefully at the end, a moment of discovery where I actually figure out how to complete the level. So before I jump in, not that I'm trying to put this off as long as possible, but I will, for anyone who hasn't played the game before, explain obviously how the game works. So while level 15 is still fresh in my mind, let's go in and I will show you how to complete a level of Magicube. So yeah, it's very simple. Obviously it's a tile-based level sort of setup, which anyone will recognize. I am the little purple dude. I can jump just about high enough to go one space up, and I can jump obviously to the left and right as you would expect. And yes, the main sort of mechanic of the game are these grey blocks. So yeah, you can push them, not a problem there. Actually, let's start again. You can push them like this, soccer band style basically. One interesting thing is that if you have two together, you can push them both, so that's worth remembering. And then there is this pressure plate which sort of fills in the outline blocks like that. Now as I just showed off, if I hit X, I can shoot one more cube, and that I guess is the titular Magicube. If I then shoot another one, the previous one disappears, and it just means that I can only have one of these Magicubes on screen at any one time. I can't just flood the plane with them. And that's it. So on a level like this, which only has 3 moving parts, essentially, including my my yellow Magicube, the idea to complete the level is to get one yellow Magicube onto the platform in the top right, or wherever that little yellow triangle is pointing down onto that sort of pedestal piece. And that's it. If you get a yellow cube there, you win the level. Now for this one, it is a little bit more tricky than it first seems. So what you need to do is, first of all, set that one up over there, push this grey guy over here. Oh wait, no you don't, no you don't. More tricky than it seems, this game, I swear. So push that guy over here so that you can push this guy onto here. Come down here. Create another Magicube so I can actually get back up and push this one. Push it to here. Push that guy there. And then when I do this, I can get onto this platform. Now, obviously, I need to get rid of the yellow block that was on the pressure plate so that I could push one onto the place it needs to be. Whistle stop tour there of how you complete a level of Magicube. So this is it. It's thrown me into level 16, which I have not yet seen before. I will start the stopwatch so that my videos don't get too long. I'll probably play it in like 1 hour sessions or something like that. I'll fast forward through all the boring moments where I'm just staring at a blank screen or trying to figure out anything to do next, which I haven't done a million times already. And I will then obviously highlight the moments where I either lose my mind, have a bit of a revelation, figure out something that's key, or basically, yeah, burst into tears. So here we are. This is great. This is level 16, literally the first time I've seen it. So we've got 3 grey blocks at the top. That's fine. Got a little pit here. And then if we come down here, obviously we could turn all these solid by doing that. And then we've got 1 more grey block. Now, first impressions, I don't really know, like, not only do I not know like strategy or anything like that, but I don't actually know like what the purpose of doing anything would be. This is crazy. Like, I need to get my Magicube onto, oh God, if I can point there, onto that little pedestal where the yellow arrow is pointing down. So really, my only objective is to get my little purple guy onto the space next to it, which seems surprisingly simple. Obviously, I can't jump more than one tile space. And if this was here, I'm assuming I can't jump up there. Let's just try that a few times. So what I need, here we go. So this is what I need to do. I need to get all three of those grey blocks into this hole. And then I need to push one to here. In fact, no, I don't even need one here. I could probably jump then onto the topmost of the three. And then I'd be able to get up there. Okay, right, cool. We've got a strategy. Not quite sure how all this comes together. Right, okay. Okay, it seems pretty obvious that you put a yellow cube in here so that I can push all three off the end. So let's just push them all off and see what that gives us. Not a lot, to be fair. See, this is what the video is going to be mostly about. This is why I'm going to fast forward through a lot of it. It's just going to be me kind of aimlessly wandering about and trying brand new things. Now, what I will say is if you try and push the bottom one, obviously you immediately get crushed by the one above. So it's very, yeah, it's very like, it's similar gameplay to a lot of games that you'll have played before. So if you think this is the way it's going to work, that's probably how it's going to work. Like I say, there's not a lot of mechanics in this game, but everything's very, very, it's stuff that you'll recognize from other games. Sorry, I'm already getting into that kind of headspace where I'm not talking because I'm just staring at the screen trying to figure out what I'm doing. So I do apologize if there's a lot of blank airtime and me just kind of zoning out to try and figure out what's going on. Right, okay, so there we go. So I can get one. Oh, but you see, if I push that one off the end, I can't then move it again. Ah, interesting. Okay. Now I can come down this side. Oh no, I can't because I can't get to the other side to push it. Hold on. Let's do that again. Right, so don't push this one onto the pressure plate just yet. Yeah, so there's no way of moving this now from this side. Yes, worth mentioning, if you jump, you can't then push a block. You have to be standing on the floor in order to push a block to the side. So yeah, there's no way I can push this one unless I have this here, at which point this becomes immovable because obviously I can't push it from this side and there's no pulling mechanic in this game. So that's that. The other thing which is kind of tickling the back of my brain at the moment, even though obviously we're very early on, is that if I do come down to this lower platform, I can't, there's no way I can see that I can get back up in order to get any grey blocks which I have left behind. So if I only bring this one down, I don't want to deal in absolutes here, I'm not a Sith, but I don't think there's really any way I can get back up to get those two. So what it seems to me is that I do need to bring all of these three down at the same time. Ooh, if I hit the pressure plate, does that mean that they stay in? No. I was wondering if they were solid blocks underneath that would hold them in place, but no, that's obviously not the case. Wow. It's kind of baffling how, like, see, this is what you can do and how few moving parts there are, and yet obviously something is missing, like in that in that mechanism, which is the key element of like how we're going to solve this puzzle. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, again, like every instinct is telling me that I need to knock all three of these down at the same time, because there's no way I can come back up and get them later. See, even with all those three there on that little kind of extra rock, I still can't get back up. So, and I don't think there's anything else I really need to do from here. So, I do need three of these blocks to fill these three spaces. So those two at the bottom and that one to my left. If I get those three, like I said, I can just jump onto the top one up and then I win. So that's it. I only need three of these four, which is interesting. And I say that like it gives me any advantage at this point. I couldn't move two of these into that hole if I wanted to. So three is still way out of my understanding at this moment. Okay, fair enough. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. This is why I knew this was going to be a bad idea. This is insane. Like when I did level 15 before, there were the amount of hours that I sort of sat there and just stared at the screen and be like, this is impossible. This is impossible. And I would encourage anyone to, if you like this kind of game, definitely pick up Magicube, because so far, like I say, it's incredible, like how simple the mechanics are to how difficult the solutions to the puzzles are. And yeah, if you've played like Babra's You and games like that, this is going to be right up your street. Like a good snowman is hard to build or something like that, whatever that game is called. This is very similar. Monsters Expedition, all that sort of stuff. This is right up there with those, with the absolute best of the kind of abstract, obscure puzzlers. But I mean, it is exactly the kind of game that I love. I mean, you look at the screen, everything that you need to solve this puzzle is right there on the screen. There is nothing hidden. There's no like blocks that appear out of nowhere if you go to a certain, square of the board or anything like that. Everything I need in order to complete this puzzle is there on the screen. Oh, and I've just figured out as well, I only need two of these blocks, not three. So I could put two down the pit and then I could just put my Magicube on top of it. That would allow me to jump up to there. Then I make another Magicube once I'm already up there, and that wins the game. So I only need two of these grey blocks. That's good. The thing that really kind of is actually, no, not the only thing, because I've already said there's one thing tickling my mind, which is that do we really need all of these three to come down at the same time? In which case, how do I stop myself getting crushed by trying to move any of them afterwards? But the other thing that is now starting to tickle my brain is, why do we need this? Why do we need those three solid blocks? What's the purpose of that? And again, if I come down here to activate those solid blocks, there is no way to get back up and go and get those grey cubes that I can see. At some point, this is, yeah. At some point, all of you, or if anyone watches this, will get like the answer, or they'll think they get the answer, and you'll start screaming at your TV screen to be like, do this, just do, oh my god, you're so close, oh, every single time, why don't you just do the thing? And I'm going to feel that pressure as the hours go on. I'm going to feel it like just like permeating through the camera, and all these like wagging fingers like, come on, what are you doing, why don't you just come on, old man? You're so far past it. But it's okay, I will soldier on, I will get there. Doesn't matter how long it takes me, I will get there in the end. Because the longer it takes, obviously the bigger the time that I can put in the title of this video. So it's going to be something like, you know, old man takes 35 hours to solve a one-screen puzzle with 4 moving parts. I don't mind a bit of clickbait every now and again, do you know what I mean? I'm happy with that. Question is, how much of this rambling do I put in the video at the end? So do I include all this nonsense, or do I get quite specific about the pieces of information that I include? Do I keep it business-like and just put stuff about the solving of the puzzle? Do I include all this inane rambling? Maybe I shouldn't think too hard about it. Maybe I should just upload the entire thing as a raw piece of footage, and then everyone else can skip to, or I could put like little timestamps to skip here to where I'm not acting like a fool and actually making some progress. Right, is there anything else I can do from here? I mean, I can move my magic cube to here. Then I could knock 4 cubes down there. Which I still don't think helps me in any way. I mean, I might as well try it. Right, so now we got 4 cubes, which actually stops me walking to the left. So absolutely pointless then. But yeah, as previously discussed, there's so little point in having those 3 there, because as soon as I move one of them, then the others crush me. I don't think I can build a little tower up and get any of the others. What I can do is I can, if I only put 1 down here, I can at least get to the other side and push this one off. But unfortunately, that means I now have 2 grey cubes which I cannot move. Shit. And so it begins, and so it begins. Every time, this is true of the last few levels as well. Every time you think you might have had some sort of a spark of inspiration, you tend to try it out and then realize, oh no, that's blocked by something else. So here, yes, I can move a cube 1 extra space along now, but there is a cube here, meaning that I cannot move these 2 at all now. I cannot, just to reiterate for anyone who missed it before, I cannot pull in any direction. I have to push these blocks. So yeah, when you get them lined up like this against a solid object, it's game over. If I could get the yellow magic cube in here, then obviously I could dispel it and I could move this one over here. But don't think that really helps either. What I should be doing is questioning every logical step that I take as well. Anything that seems like I need to do it. Always ask yourself, do I need to do it? So like the first thing I tend to do here is just put a yellow cube in there. But do I need to put a yellow cube in there? I mean, it seems so logical because then that allows me to move these 3 along. But obviously if I take every logical step, that is obviously, you know, what I've done so far, that takes me into a cul-de-sac, that takes me to an area where something doesn't work. So what I need to do, even if it makes no sense at the time, I do need to look at every illogical step as well. And then hopefully, even if it's not the solution, it might point me in another direction or open up my mind to not doing the same step every single time, because obviously that way madness lies. So I mean, there is it's always the option to put one in there just so that you can push the two. Now, I'm not saying that makes any sense or that is something that I should be doing, because obviously now I only have the two to push off, whereas before I had three to push off. But it is a different path which I should explore so that I'm not tightening my grip on what I think is possible within the level. So all of these things just, they help to keep things fresh in the mind, which is useful. I promise. Although having said that, I really genuinely don't understand why I wouldn't have three here. There's got to be one clever clogs at home who's already figured it out. Or even more likely, there's a few of you at home who have gone and found the solution, and now you've come back to the video so that you can feel superior and shout at me for not knowing the answer. It's weird actually. I never even checked to see if there's a let's play or like a solutions video for this game on the internet. I bet there is. I mean, obviously there is. It's YouTube. It's got everything. Why would it not have something like? Is there any benefit to try and split these? Can I split them by putting a Magicube in the middle? So I could push them backwards, dispel it, and now I've got individual blocks with a gap. So I could push one off. Oh, I could push one off, stick a Magicube there. Is this going to help? It's definitely a different line of thinking. Do you know what I mean? I could push off a yellow block. For what benefit? Do I want to put the Magicube at the bottom, maybe? I still don't see the relevance. I could certainly do it. So now I've got three. But as soon as I conjure another magic block, obviously all it's going to do is push it down so there's a stack of two. So I don't really see what I've achieved by doing this. It looks pretty. And again, if I do this... interesting. So the grey ones do get stuck in place. Which means I can actually push this one out the way. There we go. Ooh. Oh, wow. Is that... Oh, no. Because if I could put this here, and I could put that there, and then I could push this, I'd be on the right side. Then I could dispel the Magicube and push another grey one to... Oh, no, because then it would get stuck in this gap where I am. Oh, there's always something. There's always something. It's quite it's an intriguing thing though, because if I can now turn off, if I could turn off the blocks now, then the grey one would fall and I would be able to push it, and I'd win. Ooh, ooh, ooh! This is almost perfect. I'm just missing one thing, which is that I cannot move that grey block. Oh, I'll tell you what I can do though. If I move that there, then I can push this guy in here, and I dispel that. My God, do I win? Are you kidding me? Well, so much for the long video. Oh my God. Level 15 literally took me about 10 hours. And then that one has just taken me 22 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh my God. Oh, crazy. Well, that's the title of the video all screwed up, isn't it? Old man completes a level of Magicube in a completely normal time, under 30 minutes. Oh, crazy. Ah. Well, I mean, I suppose I did have my entire spectrum of reactions, from despair, disbelief. There wasn't any anger. I don't think I ever got angry, but I did certainly get a little bit kind of, I don't know, wistful, I guess, when it was just all getting a little bit sort of, oh God, I don't know what I'm doing, all this sort of stuff. And then at the end, I was literally just doing stuff because, as I was explaining, just do the illogical stuff and see if that works. And all of a all of a sudden, it just solved itself. Oh my God. Right. Well, there you go. That's the video. Oh, blimey. I thought I was going to be here for weeks. I thought I was going to be here for weeks. Well, if I ever do this again, obviously there's a sneak preview of level 17. Maybe this one will take me a million years. But there you go. Yeah, level 16 done in a flash. Thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. So stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye all.